Well, unfortunately, folks, not going to be great news on today's update, but the update is what it is. So let's dive right in and look at the numbers. Let me look at the big picture first, y'all. Mortgage-backed securities have been under pressure pretty dramatically going back to the 29th of June. So we've seen over 3 weeks of pressure in a downward trend in bond prices that have given us today's interest rates. So just spoiler alert, interest rates are the highest that they have been going back to the 18th of June of 2025. So we're sitting at a 13-month high in interest rates at the national average. Let's dive right into the numbers. Mortgage News Daily has a 30-year fixed rate conforming loan today at 6.85%. So y'all, we're kind of knocking on the door of 7%, which from a psychological standpoint, we really don't want to see. 1 week ago, we were at 6.68, so we're up a little over an eighth in a week. We were at 6.65 30 days ago. Today is the 30-day high in interest rates, y'all. We were at 6.52 back on the 29th of June. So we were exactly a third of a point lower 30 days ago than we are today, y'all, or on the 29th, rather, of June, a little over 3 weeks. What is pressuring interest rates higher, of course, is the headlines in the news. We are seeing more fierce fighting in Iran. We are seeing renewed attacks, not only in the Strait of Hormuz, but now also in the Red Sea, the Caspian Sea. Some pipelines are being attacked. So there is an all-out assault by Iran and their proxies on oil production in the Middle East. That has pushed oil up over $91 a barrel. That is a multi-month high in crude oil cost. That has likewise translated into much higher energy costs, y'all. So we are seeing the price at the pump go up accordingly. Added to that, y'all, that of course is a concern because of how it might be reflected in future reads on inflation, which the Fed tracks closely. Add to that, y'all, the dual mandate of the Fed to keep unemployment as low as possible as well, in addition to their mandate to keep core inflation at or below 2%. We got the lowest initial jobless claims since 1969 this week, 187,000 jobless claims filed. That is the lowest since 1969. Now, there's a couple of reasons for that, y'all. Number one, when the Fed sees that, there's a concern that they will read that as economic strength that warrants more aggressive tightening from them. But also, y'all, the administration has cracked down very aggressively on fraudulent unemployment claims, and prosecutions are way up. You have a number of prosecutors around the country that are looking very hard at this. The DOJ is all over that issue. So a lot of this lower reporting may just be the crackdown on fraud. Time will tell if this is a trend or if this is just a result of the recent crackdown or a little bit of both. Bottom line is that has pressured interest rates significantly higher over the last 3.5 weeks or so. Where is this headed? Well, y'all, we're going to get to a resolution at some point. Iran needs money, and oil is their primary source of it. So as long as they are being embargoed, as long as they cannot get their oil to market, which currently they can't, then they will have to yield at some point to an agreement that allows them to raise the revenue needed to run their government. Otherwise, they just have no hope of survival as an organized government. So that may be the pressure that brings about significant change in that country, but it's going to be ugly in the meantime, y'all. So there's a lot of concerns over the short term and what the short term might be. Just don't have an answer for that. What I can do is continue to report on it for y'all. There are all kinds of ways to make a mortgage more affordable. If you have any concerns about what you might qualify for, or if you have clients that are needing that question answered and they want to know, what's it going to cost me at closing? What's my monthly payment going to be if I buy that house? That's a question I can answer in about 15 minutes, y'all. So feel free to have those folks call me. I'm always honored to have your referrals. Stay blessed. Stay safe. We're going to talk about it all again next week.